to be you. The heartfulness of being is all about looking at who are you following? Whose beliefs are you taking on? Whose thoughts are you working with? Are they your own or are they other people's? When you be consciousness, awareness, creativity, power, it is absolutely incredible how control, money, joy, and love follow. And this is the importance of heartfulness. This is the understanding of being you. Who are you? What are your values? Not the values of your parents and your community. What are your values? What are your beliefs? What are your feelings? Think about it. Ponder on it. See what is heavy for you, what is light for you. Because when you are being you, working in the heartfulness of understanding that people resonate with us, that events and situations resonate, that we create them, we attract them, we draw them, especially when we aren't aware what our upper limit of possibilities are. We create our own limitations, and heartfulness is choosing to live in infinite possibilities. It's choosing to live in the questions of life rather than confining ourselves to the answers, because the universe has a way bigger plan and bank account than we do. And guess what? We have access to that by understanding who we are being, using heartfulness, living in the present, and understanding that what is the energy behind what we are thinking and feeling? A, is it ours, and can we return it to sender with consciousness? B, what is the judgment and the limit we are placing on ourselves? Where are you living the shadow of that beautiful, incredible life that you are truly capable of, that you truly desire to, that you have all the inner knowingness of being able to? So many times, I see with myself and with clients that we are living other people's beliefs, other people's points of view. They're like controlling us like a marionette, like a puppet on a string, that song, A Puppet on a String. We allow them to steal our space, our peace, and our possibilities. And guess what? Through blaming others, we steal our own peace, we steal our own creative space, and we steal our own possibilities because we're looking at another person's possibilities instead of looking at our own. You can look at them to see what you might like to enjoy creating as a possibility, but not as a comparison game, not as a blame game. Oh, because they've got more, I have less. Sorry, it doesn't work like that. When we work with heartfulness and we work with believing and being, we have that caring, that compassion, and that understanding that we are totally connected, and we truly understand, how can life get any better than this? Maybe we can't visualize it, maybe you can't see it, but guess what? There's always more out there. It's ourselves that block it from ourselves. When you're truly being you, you actually wake up with joy in the morning, with excitement in the morning, with a plan for the day that, guess what? You're ready to ditch because of the infinite possibilities. However, you still put a plan in place and said, if there's something better, please bring it my way. You live in possibilities and choices, and you choose to live in infinite possibilities that you may not even have considered yet. I know that has happened many times in my life, and it just makes life so much more interesting. When you become the leader of your life, you take responsibility for your choices. If you let somebody else be rude to you, that was your choice. If you let somebody else take up time that you didn't have actually to spare because you hadn't said, I have all the time in the world, guess what? That's your choice. When you choose to sit and go, oh, woe is me, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough friends, and I don't have enough relationships, that's on you. Because guess what? You can get up and get out there and go and form relationships. You can go and find friends, and you can be a friend to yourself first. Because the heartfulness of being is being your heart, being your caring and compassion. See yourself as a separate person and care enough about yourself to love yourself, to allow that self-love of being present, of being your own self. Because that is self-love, being your own self. Allowing yourself to be yourself, Others can have their point of view about what and whom they think you should be. That's theirs, not yours. Go and see it. Does it resonate? Is it light? Is it heavy? No. Send it back to them. You don't want it if it's not yours. That's their chance. That's their choice, not yours. Go and look and see how you would like to direct your life, and where, with caring, compassion, consideration, and love, are you working with others to be interdependent and bring it towards yourself with much more joy and glory and ease and flow. And be yourself, being that leader of your life. You taking responsibility, people. You embrace your differences. You embrace the parts you think are too different, that you don't like. Release judgment of yourself. Release judgment of others. Release judgment of situations. Look at it and say, how can life get any better than this? Because guess what? Maybe it's happening. Somebody put a very interesting perspective. Maybe that bankruptcy is what's going to lead you to that next level of income, because it's getting rid of what no longer serves you, and you learn a lesson through it, you make contacts through it, you make important decisions through it, and it makes you more expansive and more open. Or maybe it causes you to become miserable, pity party, and guess what? That's your choice. The universe is always bringing things to you for your highest of good. And when you're working from your heart, linked to your mind and your gut, especially linked to your gut, guess what? You have awareness, you have creativity, you have a state of being, and you become the leader of your life. When you get to be you and embrace all parts of you, all points of view of you, and release them, I wonder what will happen next. I wonder how you will move to your next level of success, your next level of being, your next level of financial abundance and prosperity. When you choose to learn and to release judging you, when you learn to choose to learn through your choices, and you choose yourself, and you choose to release judging yourself, wow, that's when you begin being yourself. You work in the heartfulness of being present. You calm down your body and your nervous system, and you can interact so much more creatively and with awareness with other people. And it expands that absolute universal love that is there is the infinite possibilities and potential of. You also stop wasting energy judging others, situations, and yourselves, and you have, more energy to live your life in caring, compassion, understanding, and creativity, and in questions. You also develop a deep knowing you have it already. You have a deep knowing within yourself, in what you choose, in who you are becoming, what you are creating, and understanding the difference to the world that you can be through being who you are: loving, caring, compassionate, grumpy, bad-tempered, angry, owning it, seeing where the potential of it can be used to spread your beingness, that heartfulness, and understand that other people also have parts they don't like, that they don't necessarily choose, and releasing any point of view and any judgment around it, and doing the same for yourself. That is the heartfulness of being you, choosing yourself, choosing to create rather than constrict, choosing to have awareness rather than disconnection, choosing control where you understand the universe is in control, and when you hand over control to the universe, how can life get any better than this? Because the universe has way better ideas many times than we do. Imagine that. Being money, be money. It's energy. You are energy. Allow it to flow into your life, your space, your creation. Your thoughts are what create money. Your personality creates perspective and perceptions, which then limit you. You do not need to choose that just because it was somebody else's point of view of you. And being joy. When you choose that joy, it's a higher vibration. It attracts people. It attracts situation. It attracts situations to bring more joy. Does that make sense? When you work in love It attracts more situations to work in love. Wow, how can life get any better than this?